Who has been letting Genesis cook? Because they have been cooking.
I did see that there was an update, but I have not read anything about it.
So if you haven't heard anything about Genesis's Magma program,
Genesis.
So they revealed the GV80 coupe was revealed as a sport concept in April of 2023, and it uses this magma orange color. It's just kind of the sporty SUV. Like, okay, that's cool. Then later on, they showed this, which is the Genesis X Gran Berlinetta concept, which is pretty cool. It was made for Gran Turismo, the game, so you can drive it in the game. But they did make a real world prototype. But the V6 in this thing is probably the best sounding V6 I've ever heard. (1,071 horsepower.
Out of a V6 with electric motors?
The V6 engine alone produces 870 of that.
Oh my gosh.
At 10,000 RPM.
10,000 RPM in a V6?
Yeah. And this serves as kind of a design philosophy of what they want their Magma program to be, right? So for those that don't know, Genesis announced Magma back in March of 2024, and it's meant to be their sport performance sub-model. So you can think of like Ford SVT, Dodge SRT. They're not brand new models, but they're the performance-driven versions of their existing lineup. Most
notably, M division from BMW, the GT lines from Porsche, the N division from Hyundai, and it looks like they're sprinkling some N magic sauce up market and calling it Magma, and which is a really cool name.
It is.
And I'm not normally for orange cars, but these look awesome.
Yeah, they look really neat.
It's a very three-dimensional color, too.
They have a driver-focused interface in their Magma vehicles with premium materials, unique audio and visual cues. Magma will cover both internal combustion and EV performance cars. They'll do both. This G80 Magma was revealed as one of the concepts recently. That's like in the last couple of days. It's like, oh, that's cool. This is kind of one of their existing sedans getting the Magma treatment. You know, it's lowered, it's widened, it's got these sporty tires and rims. I don't know if they've done anything on a powertrain perspective.
They will have to. They will have to because
differentiate it.
The horsepower difference between these and the Germans is really the only, like these are significantly cheaper than the equivalent Mercedes-Benz or BMW or Audi. To the point that you go like, why would you ever go buy one of the German ones?
Because the interior quality is so good.
Amazing.
So good on these.
They are so good. Even long term, they've held up.
They held up really well.
You're working with like 60% of the horsepower of the Germans.
Yeah.
They just do not take part in the horsepower war. So if they're going with this whole thing, they're going to have to turn up the power. They can't just add fancy rims in an orange color.
Something else they're doing.
This is cool.
This is one of their Le Mans vehicles. So this is a GMR 001. It's a sports prototype race car developed by Genesis. They partnered with Oreca to build the chassis. It's designed to compete in the
prototype.
LMDH regulations, the Le Mans Daytona H, specifically the FIA World Endurance Championship Hypercar category in 2026, and the IMSA Sports Car Championship GTP category in 2027. So this is kind of their GT race car they're going to bring to Le Mans.
The orange, that will stand out. That will absolutely catch eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, it uses a twin turbocharged 3.2 liter V8 with a hybrid system, which is pretty standard for that class. And it recently completed its first shakedown test at Circuit Paul Richard in August, and its first endurance test was completed 32 hours in September. They're making progress. They want to race it next year.
That's really cool.
It's pretty neat.
That's a lot of investment.
It is. And also, this is what's new as of the last couple days. So this guy here is the pre-production version of the first Magma car that is actually coming to market.
Isn't the GV60 EV?
It is.
But the GV60 already outpaces the Model Y performance.
This will be the first Magma car you can buy. This is a pre-production version. It's really similar to some of the concepts, but you can basically expect the production version to look very similar to this.
So it's got these little louvers here. What do you call them? They're supposed to generate downforce. I know there's a specific name for these little things.
I don't know how much
canards
that's going to help with, like, what is this, a 6,000 pound SUV? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fluid dynamics engineer, but looking at that compared to the massive, I don't know that that's doing a whole lot, but it looks cool.
Well, thank goodness for the downforce. You really wanted to lose some range.
So this will be the first Magma model to go on sale, and it's what Genesis revealed this week in its pre-production form. It's based on the GV60 EV platform, tuned for performance. That's 651 horsepower.
641. So what you're telling me, this is a Ioniq 5N, also 641 horsepower.
Probably very similar drivetrain.
Probably the exact same drivetrain.
Yeah.
If they're both 641, because that's 601 plus 40 with a passing button.
Yep. This is with the boost mode that bumps up the power.
So they're doing this whole Magma thing, and they're like, just don't look at the other car we already sell.
Magma is meant to be both performance and luxury. You're not going to get this kind of quality interior in the Hyundai.
The Hyundai Ioniq 5N. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's lowered, it's widened, it's got all this extra aero. It's got a massive wing on the back, which somehow doesn't look bad. Like I kind of like it. These big 21-inch wheels, Magma accents, and then special modes. It's got like a drift mode. It's got the shifting shenanigans from the...
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Very cool.
It is. Hyundai's the only one that's made that actually work, from what I could tell.
And I know, like, you or I could sit in that car and tell this is not a real engine noise. 99% of people are going to get into a car like that and try to drive it with some amount of enthusiasm, and they're not going to know they're not driving like a souped up 4-cylinder hot hatch, you know?
Yeah.
And they, with the shifting and all the behaviors, and it's amazing.
I think you're going to like this. Revealed.
Yes,
this.
I did see this. Oh,
just so cool.
This is what the 80, the G80?
90.
G90
Wingback.
Wingback's a great name.
That's cool.
Wingback is so cool.
Mm-hmm. It's a wagon built on the G90 platform. It's got the same wheelbase, same overall length, but it's got...
But is it coming to production?
Genesis says a production version is possible. I think they're wanting to see...
Gauge interest? Mm-hmm. Now, they won't get any interest in the U.S. because wagons just don't take off here.
Just sad.
Which, I mean... Oh, I would sell probably 3 of my toes to get a hold of one of those.
So it's
cool.
409 horsepower, 405 pound-feet of torque, all-wheel drive, air suspension. That's the current G90 specs, which I imagine would carry over to this.
Yeah, see, do you know what I mean? 409 horsepower. That's a good, healthy amount of horsepower, but you get to the top of the
That's
line.
not an M5 horsepower.
No, this is the G90 is the size of an M as a 7 Series.
Oh, okay.
So G90 is a 7 Series or an S-Class. So an S-Class has got like 600
650,
horsepower?
yeah, 600.
So we're talking, like I said, like 60% of the horsepower. So in the Magma versions, they're going to have to step up that.
Yeah. Still cool.
Oh,
Then,
look at these 2 different sizes of exhaust.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
Why don't I hate that? I should hate that, but I think it's actually kind of cool.
They also did one more thing. I don't know if you saw this.
I didn't.
This is the Magma GT.
Ooh.
This is their mid-engined V8 road-going production car.
Is it going into production?
I hope so. This seems pretty far along, but they did kind of surprise everyone with it. This is, in my mind, this is Hyundai's LFA. Or I guess Genesis's LFA.
Okay. That exhaust is really cool.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's got the cab of a Koenigsegg.
Oh, yeah. Very much.
Very
much so.
Koenigsegg looking.
Mid-engined V8.
Did they get permission to put a Genesis badge on a Koenigsegg?
Yeah, that cabin, that like wraparound windshield is very Koenigsegg.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if Christian von Koenigsegg is driving over there in his Miata right now to go give him what for.
Mm-hmm. So they didn't reveal a lot about it. Apparently the V8's not confirmed, but you could hear it when it pulls in. And apparently someone else saw it and saw it was a V8. Very, very cool.
No numbers on this one?
Nope.
Okay.
So this one's pretty early.
Cool stuff, though. Cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Genesis.
And I don't hate that color.
No.
It's very 3-dimensional. Very cool.
Genesis has been cooking.